Hi, I'm Shannon from houseimprovements.com. In today's video, I want to show you how to clean out your dryer duct. The lint buildup in dryer ducts can be a fire hazard, so it's a good thing to probably do every year or two. I've neglected it, like most homeowners, so it's just something that I've been thinking about for a while, and I decided today was the day to do it. So we've got my dryer and stacking washer and dryer pushed out of the way here, obviously. I'm back in this hole. And this is the piece of flex duct that hooks directly to my dryer, and then the dryer will push back into position. Okay, so you can see a little bit of dust in there. It kind of collects in this type of ducting especially. It's not so bad in the rigid duct, which everything from this point out the rest of the house is rigid. We'll actually show some before and after pictures as well, looking through the duct from the outside. But anyways, with the dryer out of the way, what I want to first try to do is clean this section of tubing. This goes up and then there's a 90 and then it goes straight out the house. So there's about, I don't know, 4 or 5 feet here, another 6 or 7 feet out to the exterior vent. So I went out and purchased this little duct cleaning tool that just simply goes onto any cordless drill. And the kit I bought comes with a few different rods. There's 4 altogether. They must be around 30 inches or maybe 2 feet. And you can buy just more rods if you have a longer run. So, and they just simply hook together. So these ones thread together. I'll just take these two here. So these, it's pretty self-explanatory, but basically the sections as you need them, you just screw them together. And then they recommend that you wrap some tape on that joint to help hold it together and doesn't come off inside your ductwork. And to only use your drill in the forward position, so it's only turning forward. Otherwise these might have a chance of unscrewing, or this brush on the end might come unscrewed off if you use your drill in reverse. So just use it in forward. So actually, I might just want one rod here to start with. I'm in pretty tight quarters here and the cameraman's rammed in a corner over there too, so let's just try one rod to get started. I want to clean this section here and then push the dryer back, because I think it doesn't recommend it on the packaging, but I'm thinking if I can have the dryer on just blowing air out the vent when I'm doing the other part of the vent to the outside, that should help blow anything that's loose out as well. So I want to do this section first, and then we'll do the main horizontal section after. Okay, so I've got the, can you see all that? I've got this first 2-foot section in the drill. I've got the little brush on the end. I'm just going to kind of get it started in there, and we'll run it forward and see what happens. Yeah, there's a lot of dust there. So you know what else? I think we'll have a shop vac sitting here. Maybe if I have the shop vac in there, it'll suck up some of that dust, because it's already, I haven't done anything and there's dust floating everywhere. So let me grab a shop vac. Okay, so I've got the shop vac. I think what I'm going to do is get the rod started in there and then just kind of tuck the shop vac in to hopefully suck up some of that dust that's kicking out. And we'll give it a shot and see what happens. So I'm going to plunge in a few times in and out as long as this rod is, and then I'll switch over to the longer rod. There was way less dust floating in here after using the vacuum, so that's good. We'll go to this rod that I have 2 connected together. We can go up a little higher. That first rod probably just got us up into here, and it actually went around that 90 pretty nicely, so I didn't have to fight it at all. So let's get this longer section on here. Oop. Okay, and we'll throw the vacuum on again. So let's just see where that should have got me. So I probably got right up into that elbow and it probably turned the corner there. So I think I'm pretty good from this end, going that far. And the vacuum definitely helped. So I'm going to get all my jazz out of this corner and we're going to slide the dryer back into place, because I think between having the dryer running and pushing air out and the vac running on the other end and the brush going, we should be able to basically suck up everything that comes back out of there. So we'll get this set up and go outside and have a look. Okay, so now we've come outside, and out here we've just got a 7-foot or about a 6-foot straight run straight across to that elbow that came down. So from outside here, what you're going to want to do, depending on the type of vent that you have, you may have one with the little louvers on it, and if you do, they're usually plastic, so you can carefully take those louvers off to gain access. You might have a vent like this where you've got the little flapper underneath, and you may have to just pull the flapper up and work from down below. This type of vent that I have is actually very nice to work with because that whole cover comes off, and yours might too, so just give it a try. You can see how dirty the outside of that is, so that's a good indication that the pipe is pretty dirty. So I've got that, I can take it right out of the way. I've got lots of dust on the outside here, and then I can probably take this flapper right out there. So I can move that out of the way. You can just flip it up too, but I think for the video it'll just be easier with it off. So you can probably see, you know, all the lint and stuff. We have a cat here in our house, so there'll be some cat hair in there from blankets being dried and stuff. And we're going to insert a picture here, a photo taken straight down there. So from that photo you can see, you know, the fuzz and everything hanging on there. And that's where the fire hazard comes in, is all that lint builds up, and you get a heat buildup on there when your dryer's running, and it can actually start a fire. It's one of the leading causes of some home fires. So it's important to do this, and a lot of people don't do it. So I'm gonna basically do what I did downstairs. I'm gonna start out. I'm just gonna start with these 2 sections, and as I work my way in there, I'll just add sections onto the end. So, and I'm gonna try to have the vacuum up there running as well. Okay, so we'll go ahead and start here. I'll start the vacuum and have it going so it's ready to go. So this is actually kind of interesting. I'm just going to go in a few more feet and then we're going to take a picture again, and you'll see the transition from where I stopped to where it's still dirty, and just how clean, how good of a job this thing actually does. We'll just take a picture here so you can see the transition. I couldn't believe how well it was cleaning, so I thought this was kind of interesting. Okay, so I'm just going to continue. So now I just need to add another section. I'm probably not going to really need all 4 of these for my purposes, but I'm guessing these are 2 feet, so there's probably 8 feet of sections here worth to go. And like I said, you can buy more to add to it. I'm just going to put a little wrap of electrical tape around there to keep that connection hopefully from coming undone. Try some more. Didn't feel like I got to that elbow, so we'll go one more. Okay, so that worked really well actually. I've never used one of these gizmos before. Usually I was just sticking my vacuum in there as far as I would go and kind of get the big chunks, but this cleaned it out really well. So we'll get a picture of that and we'll do set the picture side by side on your screen so you can see the before and after. But I'm pretty happy and pretty easy to do. You know, I'm not even sure what I paid for this. It was under 20 bucks, I'm sure, Canadian. And like I said, it is something you really should do, you know, every year if you can manage to remember. I might even do my, I've got a bathroom vent fan right here. I think I might even use it on that because I'm sure it's a little cruddy too. Okay, so there we just showed you the side-by-side comparison of before and after, which I think is quite interesting, and it's really amazing that this simple little brush can make such a difference. So make sure you go and pick one up. We'll throw a link below in the description here. We'll throw a link there to our Amazon affiliate so you can order up one of these brushes and clean your own. So thanks a lot for watching. Click the thumbs up, subscribe to our channel so you can keep seeing our stuff, and check us out in our next video.